Surpass Hong Kong, time revolutionary, peace and love, create our future. 超越香港，革新時代，和平友愛，共創未來。There's many people they see it already. Some saw it decades ago when I was very young. And many people see there's gonna be a future king. And of course, maybe some of you already see it. It's very obvious now. The world is moving to the point, is a critical point. This critical point, that's one more critical point is coming. But before this critical point, the one we are facing now in Hong Kong is the most critical point in this decade, in this century, and even in this human era. Why? Because if you're not doing well in this point, the next critical point in about 20, 30 years from now, at most, the AI take over the world. What you seen in the movie is not just sci-fi movie, you know. Now it's more and more people aware of it because Elon Musk talk about this all the time. The AI world, the robot take over the world. And now you start to understand why I always wear the Autobot ring on my finger. Because first time I smoked salvia. I'm not a big fan of Transformer, but first time I smoked salvia. People, if you ever smoke salvia, you know you lost your 5 cents, and then those memories hit back to your head, and those memory is deja vu. Is more real than the memory in your brain. So real, so rooted, it seems like the memory from universe. So what I've seen, I lost my conscious, and then I saw the red gate, the red door, slowly open up, and it's just like those epic movie opening scene. Those beautiful sound, opening sound, yeah. Slowly open the gate, the red gate, the door, and the sign was the Transformer. And I remember very clearly, I'm from there, the Autobot. So maybe you not believe our God is a robot. Robots create us, and we create robots, and that is infinity loop. It's very easy to imagine how those robots create human. I will not explain, but if you are elite, you understand what I'm talking about. Very easy. You just use your logic, easy. If I talk to ordinary people, if they have religion belief, and they will say, I think too much. Because any person, they stick with their religion, their brain is already limited because they limited themselves in 2,000 years ago belief. I don't say religion is bad, but I do say the old-fashioned religion is really limit people. What is religion? Religion is they gather a bunch of good knowledge, which is not very hard to understand. Just copy from here, copy from there, and then go to the mountain, and then, oh, I see God, and then I wrote 10 commandments. And those 10 commandments, maybe 7 out of 10 is very right. No greed, no killing, something you don't need to be very wise and don't need to have the mentor to talk to you. You know by heart. But the most dangerous part is inside these 10 commandments. There's 1 or 2 misleading message that can rotten the whole human nation for God's sake. Same as the most dangerous thing. What is critical point is happening now. Sorry I dragged so far to this point, yeah. Maybe I'm a very good storyteller. The critical point happening now in Hong Kong, now we are in World War III. Oops. Yeah, I repeat, we are at World War III. And this war is media cyber war. You see very clearly. I have the intuition that the world will become zombie because there's many zombie movies and somehow it contribute and it become reality, and now Hong Kong really become a zombie city. So perhaps many years ago I sensed it back to 2012, and at 2013 that World Z is very similar. So I have ordered those Chinese sword inside my house just in case there's something happen, and now it's really happened. I don't think I need to take those sword outside, but if the times goes on, perhaps it's necessary. Someone is already taking guns. What we can do in this war. the temptation of internet is very powerful. Like today, I say to myself, okay, don't watch the internet, don't see the comment. In YouTube comment, it's really toxic. In my position, it's very toxic because I have a lot of bullies, haters. Yeah. And I woke up early yesterday, at 3:20, and I jogging. I was nice. It was good. Then I go back home and start sleepy again, and then took a nap. Interesting enough, I took a nap at 8. I woke up at 10. I feel so tired, but I woke up at 3:20. I feel really good. Then I tidy up my home and go out for lunch. Then I see very beautiful scene. I make film. And I start live streaming. It was interesting streaming, but it took too long. Took maybe more than an hour. And then I sunk into the cyber world again. And then I have really bad emotion. I see some comment, I talk to people, sometimes those toxic people, they rotten you. They eat your life. No one in Hong Kong can escape now. And it's very easy to influence other people. That's how Hong Kong people quickly separate from yellow to blue. And now friends is not friends anymore. Family is not family anymore. Teachers, students, they become problems. And the most responsible person is those cyber celebrities, YouTuber. And now, unfortunately, the YouTuber is being very easy controlled by those famous YouTuber, I must apologize. I'm sorry. I didn't do my best. 7 years ago, I didn't do my best. I didn't work hard. I was damaged by my personal relationship with families, and most important, I think, with family, I broke my heart. It was really hard. And since then, I'm wounded. And I start to destroy myself. I am the designated, the future king. And every single decision I make is very important. 13 years ago, 13 years ago, I made the right decision. 11 years ago, I didn't make the right decision because I didn't very honest and hard work to myself. I did not go for a very easy path and thrive. So the world now is synchronizing the world leader frequency. So because the world leader now the status, the future world leader, the status is not very high. So that's why the world has to bring to very low in order to give room for this leader to shine. And now, yes, now the world is like this is easier for me to show my talent. It's not the easiest, but it's easier. It's not fun and easy to be king. And of course, there's many spiritual realm. Those evil spirits, they come to disturb you because everyone wants to take it over. Yeah. They cannot do very obvious things, of course. There's rules in the universe, but if I make mistake myself, then they find a chance to, sneak in and everyone suffer. So I have to be very strong. Your king has to be very strong, righteous, almost perfect man. But unfortunately, the past, it wasn't a good past. So from the other side, from the bright side, okay, now it's very difficult. So the more difficult, the harder it is, the greater king will be born. So from the good side, yeah, when this king really come out, it will be the brightest star in the world. When it will come, when I will be completely in tune with the frequency and get recognized. This is really a performance art. I'm being thankful for fans from other side of the world inspire me to speak more English. And now I speak more English. It's very important because I see there's die-hard fans asking if I can speak more English so she can understand more. And okay, and that inspire me. My audience is international, it's not limited in Hong Kong. And there's no point to stick in Hong Kong either. It's no point to speak Cantonese either. If I speak only Cantonese, I'm stuck in this province. The voice of King need to be heard all over the world. And it's not too much to say, I am the cyber king of the world. In the old day, you take over the land, you take over the country, and now you take over the net, you take over the world. Doesn't need to be so wise to understand this, right? Spiritual realm, they find their way to speak with each other. And now humanity come to the critical point that have to know what is happening and have to connect to my people. So Hong Kong has to happen, things like that. Is it all clear? So I will be the focal point of the Western world and Eastern world connect together. And I'm doing that now. And of course, I need to work very hard and very focused. For now, I need to go to one place where I can get great influence by people has discipline and we work together for good. My people, if you hear my voice, no need to ask, you will invite me. Because you remember the voice of God. You remember in the very deep down of your heart, of your soul, we from the universe, we are human. We come to here for reason. We have a mission in here. I would like to serve. I would like to work. I would like to be the most humble worker for this kingdom. I'm prepared to work. I equip myself different skills to work, to build. And the king is not a serious man, he's a joker. And you will see how I laugh at everyone about what they're doing now. It's a joke. I'm not blaming and complaining anyone because it is my subconscious mind create all this chaos in Hong Kong. It's not something very surprising. All US government agents, they know about that. You know that, I know that, you know that, we all know. I need to show my true power. And I apologize that I've been hiding my true power for so long because I let the wickedness take over. I let the emotion to control. And I should stay away from those internet comments.超越香港，革新時代，和平友愛，共創未來。Surpass Hong Kong, time revolutionary. Peace and love, create our future. This slogan can save life. Not just one or two. Can save hundreds, thousands of lives. When we pass this critical point, the next challenge in about 2 decades from now, the cyber era, we must united. We must have the king of the world to give very clear instruction. I'm telling you, democracy is not working. The freedom of speech is evil. It's not okay. Because of freedom of the speech, it creates room to bully, to insult, to fight and to kill. Você entende? Te pode mais. Te comprende. 你知道吗？你明白吗？ That's why democracy is time to finish, because most people, they abuse. Democracy is not for the country or city where it's uncivilized, like Hong Kong. Come on, what a joke. Not in China, not in USA either. By the way, USA democracy is a fake democracy, it's not real. The real democracy is chosen by people. And it could be very dangerous. Like Hong Kong, if you see what happened. One day I was in WWIII, I see a bunch of zombies. I filmed them, and then, I can sense the killing energy, and they see me and they chase me and then run. It's time to finish democracy. It's time to have the cyber king to save the world. Otherwise, if you let the democracy system to brew, And imagine those big company, they invent a robot and they smart enough. They want to compete with each other company. Then they create army. Listen to instruction. There will be a Autobot and Decepticon Autobot program to protect human justice, real justice, even real love. Is it very easy to program real love? Unconditionally. Only a robot can do it. Got it? And Decepticon is the only purpose for Decepticon is to survive and thrive, no matter how. Conquer, take over. So, who become the richest man? Who take over this robot company? If any mistake happen in between, it will wipe off the whole humanity. Think about what I say. And you can do something. You are the person who make the world a better place for you. Your choice are in this planet. When you know who you are in this planet at your spot, you cannot even imagine how big contribution you can make for the world, because each one of you is just like the antenna. When you stood up for yourself, for your role, for your responsibility, for your heaven-given responsibility, you connect to your brother and sister. That is how you form the Skynet. The conscious, the soul, the spirit Skynet. One connect to each other. And the right thing will come when you form the spirit antenna to receive the message from the God. To receive the message from the God. If I'm not wrong, the message is from Orion Bell. That was my deep memory, I remember. And the Egyptian also pointing to Orion Bell. Have a good night. Think about that. I wish you sleep very well. I need to sleep early. Boa noite.